Right, it's time to say hello to our next guests, Morten and Magne from Aha.
I'm not ready.
Lovely to meet you. Morten, come in, say hello.
Hi there. Hi.
Nice to meet you.
How are you? Have a seat. Let's watch and see how Aha became legends. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
How are you?
Very good. Yeah.
You are in Stoke City shirts.
We are.
I noticed that. Explain why.
What do you mean, why? We're from Norway, and everyone in Norway is a Stoke supporter.
Everyone.
Well, there might be a couple of Liverpool supporters.
So you supported them for quite a long time?
We grew up, that's kind of why we're here now, because we grew up as Stoke supporters, and someone had heard the fact...
That's my age. So we have to go
No, that's
back.
your number, and that puts you pretty much in the car park, actually.
It's the hot dog
You're
stand.
not even in the stadium with that.
No, this was, going back to 72, 3, which were very big years for Stoke. We were...
very small years for us.
So who are the
No, they were
players,
big years for
the
me.
players that you remembered from them?
Well, this was... first of all, we didn't know that we were both Stoke fans until last year, or this year, actually. We were talking about it, and then realised that we didn't know each other back then.
It's not the kind of thing you confess often. Yeah.
Well,
Hey.
we haven't. What we have to confess to is that we haven't been following football a lot
Since then.
later years.
We're very good with the lineup from 1970.
So thanks for having us here.
Hey, no worries.
What I relate to, though, is...
But the players. Gordon Banks, obviously.
Yes.
From back then, he was massive. He was...
well, they had the two best keepers in
Peter Shilton
English
a little
history,
later
pretty
on.
much the same time, more or less.
Well, I think Shilton came after Gordon Banks retired. But I think they because he was on the national team as well, Gordon Banks.
He did play for
England,
England,
the
Gordon
accident,
Banks, yeah. No, he did.
and Shilton moved in.
When he had the accident, everyone in Norway was kind of so impressed that, he's a real hero. He was, it's playing with one eye for a short
And he
period
was still
of
the
time.
best in the world, so...
And you and football stickers as well. You said they were virtually currency back at home when you were growing up.
that
Because
was,
I
yeah.
remember those
School,
days.
that was it.
Got, want, swap, yeah.
And that's what threw us. When we said we were Stoke fans, everyone in England has been saying, why? And we can't get our heads around that question, because Stoke was, and still is, the biggest team for everyone.
That's great. Listen, good. We love the guys at Stoke, and Tony Pulis. We'll chat more Stoke later, because we normally start our band interviews
What else
by
are we going to talk about?
music.
Okay.
Because we normally start our band interviews with videos of the new single. But even though the single called Nothing Is Keeping You Here, it's out on Monday, the video is still being made, isn't it?
In Germany.
In Germany?
You'd think it'd be ready, but...
Well...
Come to my rehab place.
I thought the Germans were supposed to be efficient.
Oh, we're always, yeah.
Well, the English took a look at it.
Not with Norway people.
And...
Yeah.
Oh, it's usually this way. It does take a while.
OK, so when will it be ready? But isn't it the single being released at a different time over in Germany anyway, so it wasn't the hurry? It's out here first.
Well, it's all a bit convoluted at the moment, because Foot of the Mountain's doing a little bit too well for us.
That's the album.
This is the album?
Yeah, and
What
that
is
was
here?
also the first single,
Yeah.
and it was it was chosen for the World Athletics Championship as an official theme. So it sort of took on a life on its own on radio in Europe, and so they had some trouble getting the second single on the radio because the old one was still being played. So it's a little bit. In this country, though, this single is coming out now.
It doesn't matter so much, though, these days, does it? If there's not a
you download it on the computer thing, don't you?
You know, in the glory days of the 80s.
Yeah. On the computer thing.
Just bought a computer this week. They're really good things, all sorts.
Yeah, it's your ninth album as well. Let's talk about the artwork on the on the front of it.
Yeah, but you can't download everything, and like with football, you have to actually go out and see it, which is something we haven't been doing for ages. But
you can download football matches.
You can, but it doesn't cut it always. You have to be there as well, and I intend to do that because it's actually been fun since this Stoke thing came up. I'm going to go and see a match, and that I haven't done for as long as I can remember.
Will you go low key, or because obviously
very low key?
Very low key.
You'll be wearing the
with that on your back.
Shirt.
Yeah, because obviously you will be invited. Now I imagine you'll be on. Maybe you'll get invited on the pitch to do the 50-50 draw at half time.
You organised the artwork, Magne, for this album, didn't you? Someone famous. Someone famous did that. With you.
Well, and you're not talking about Mags, no? Okay.
Well, some of the photographs were taken by a friend of ours, Guy Berryman from Coldplay. I guess you're referring to that. There were some photographs taken from a trip we did up in the Norwegian mountainside about a year ago, and took some really fantastic.
It's your trek to your mountain lodge?
Yeah, it was actually.
How long was your trek?
It was a day and a half. It was a very remote lodge, no electricity, no nothing. I thought it's the only thing I could give someone who's got the world at his feet at this point is to take him somewhere that it's hard to get there. There's no mod cons. And you just see something that you've never seen before, and fish and walk and
They're
get
amazing.
sweaty.
First time I've
You
seen
wanted
it.
to make him
really
humble
nice.
again.
I tried that with Morten, it didn't work. I gave up on him a long time ago.
Now, we know that you're utterly bored with answering the usual questions about the singles like Take On Me, so we
But
thought...
still, okay.
But still, but no, because it's not actually a question. We thought instead of asking you a question about your legendary classic single, we would show a bit of the hand fart version on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Have you seen that?
I have
You
once.
have seen that?
Because you're doing a tour, could you get him to help you on your tour?
To help me with what exactly? Because my bowels are fine.
It is. I've watched it about 8 times when I found that. It's had 700,000 hits so far. It's very good.
It's bigger than we are.
No, not quite. Yours have had 2 million odd. Aha, everyone, for now.